scared?
Yeah. I just don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Hello, good morning, meerkats. It's me, Lecta. I look very blue. Why do I look blue? How about an orange light in my face? How's everybody doing? What is up? Apparently my voice doesn't want to be as bombastic, let's say, as normal. This is my first time talking in like 2 days, so I was like, let me say hello to everybody, and then this is what came out, and I'm like, okay, that's what we're working with. How have you all been? What is up? Tell me your tales. I have been very not productive. I've been waking up with headaches a lot. Like almost every day this week I've woken up with a migraine or a headache. I don't know what that's about, but it makes me feel very tired. Whenever I have a headache, it makes my eyes want to close. So it makes me feel like super sleepy, even if I've slept. Hey War, hello JP, Akarasi, One Long, Simon, how are you all doing? I just took a migraine pill, so hopefully this will clear up a bit. Yeah, I watched a lot of Dota. They've got the DPC, which is how they earn points to see if they're going to go to the International. I think they're assuming International is happening this year. I don't know. Maybe it's wishful thinking. I'm not really certain. But it's a tournament in which they can earn points to be eligible to get in. They might just be doing the tournament for the sake of it. Hello, Brett. Continuing to enjoy Squadrons, although I wish it had released as it is now. Yep. I hear you. I'm thinking ahead to New World. That's my next multiplayer thing. Well, that and Predecessor. I still would like to get an in-house, like, custom match of people playing Squadrons. But it has been difficult because people have different schedules and whatnot. It's been hard. Hey, J-Post, how are ya? But yeah, watch a lot of Dota. I love Dota. Dota has been a constant in my life since 2013. I think even when I didn't play, there was like a year after my first year, so like 2014 to 15, I didn't play. Because I was playing Heroes of the Storm, and I loved just being good at the game. Because I could take all my Dota skills and they transfer to Heroes of the Storm. Now, the reverse is not always true. But yeah, Dota's been a part of my life continually for like 7 years. That's fairly long lasting. Hey, Uncle T, how are ya? Do I want your eyeballs for a bit? Sure. I would like to figure out why I'm so tired all the time and why I'm waking up with headaches and migraines. I don't know what that's about. Happy to play with you guys anytime. Teach folks the meta. Normal play time is 9 p.m. Eastern. So that's 6 p.m. for me. Yeah, that's normally my I am brain dead, do not want to do anything time. I've got a new work schedule this week, starting this week, doing Wednesdays and Fridays, whereas I was doing Mondays and Fridays. My work schedule has kind of been shifting since October, which leaves me with only one full day where I don't have anything scheduled, and I'm not sure that I like that. I was trying to come up with a different schedule last night, but I couldn't come up with anything that seemed to work for me and what works for my energy levels and my plans. So basically, I may or may not change things next week. Who knows? Hey Rohan, how you doing? Foxfire, hello. How often do you hydrate? I don't know. Well, I keep water on my desk. And I drink it. I used to... Bread Theory, thank you for being a patron of the Hive for 11 months. I hope you enjoyed your braid, and here's your Royal Salute. Trouble Magnet, thank you for lurking. Appreciate it. Yeah, I try to stay hydrated. I'm not good at it when I'm at work. When I'm at Vagina! Thank you, J-Post. Oh, this song is a little too... It's a little much for me right now. Thank you, J-Post, for that Vagina cheer. I appreciate it. 5 hours to Duchess. You might get that today if I go for 5 hours. But yeah, I'm bad at drinking water when I'm at work. I'm better at it when I'm sitting here. My first interaction with Dota was joining a guild on Skype and... Oh no! Getting called the N-word for not knowing MOBA terms. That's terrible. I'm so sorry. What is wrong with people? That's really shitty. My first experience was with a friend that I played TF2 with. I'd never touched a MOBA before, but the people that I played with weren't, they were willing to teach, and they weren't aggressive about things. Trig is the gutter zone. It's because I live in the gutter. I just bathe in the gutter filth where all the sex jokes live. Hey, Wraith Dagger. MOBA communities are extremely toxic. They can be, yeah. That's part of why I don't talk on mic anymore when I play, because I used to get the whole, like, get back in the kitchen! Or they proceed to hit on me for an hour. I'm just like, that's not the worst. Neither of those are the worst thing ever. I'm just tired, and I don't want to open myself up to the potential of having to deal with that. That said, I've definitely competitive communities surrounding games can be really, really toxic and shitty. I've seen them kind of change over time. Like, I feel like Dota is not as bad as it used to be, but I also feel like there was a time when Overwatch, like, I couldn't get into an Overwatch match at all without someone being shitty, whereas Dota, it's not every match, whereas it used to be, for sure. I don't know if that's the player base getting older and growing the fuck up, or if it's just my perception. Who knows? Actually, streaming last night talking about how anti-black a lot of MMOs are. The games themselves and the communities. If you would like to link a VOD to that, I would be curious to check it out. I have little dents on my monitor. So I fell asleep the other day. I had my legs up on my desk. I was lounging in my chair and I passed out, and my body twitched awake and I kicked my monitor off my desk. So I keep thinking that there's lint on my screen. A what? I'm old. Oh, a link to the past broadcast of your stream. If you have Twitch save them, or if you upload them to YouTube. VOD stands for video on demand, I believe? I don't know why you can't just say, the recording or whatever, but that's Twitch lingo for you. A link to the past, great game. I've still never played any Zelda games. 0 Zeldas. Ooh. I need a stretch. I did not get out of bed yesterday. I laid in bed the entire day. Watched Dota. I finished Carnival Row. Again, it was only okay, but I got invested because it became very soap opera-y. But I was saying this to a friend of mine. I was like, I'm very tired of fantasy being like, these two races, even if they're fantasy races, they hate each other because they're different, and these people are treated like shit by the reigning race or whatever. I'm just like, I get enough of that in real life. That's what real life is, unfortunately. How about no? How about that's not the conflict? I just open up streams randomly. Don't think I have any recording. Okay. Well, it seems like a very interesting topic that I would like to learn more about, so I will do a Google later. Kroll Pulps, thank you for being a patron of the Hype for 5 months. I hope you enjoyed your parade, and here's your royal salute. Cause yeah, I'm always willing to learn. And speaking of learning, on Saturday I was watching a video with a few friends about linguistics in the US, and I'm very adamant that I don't have a New York accent. I was like, I'll give you Northeast, like you can tell I'm from the other side. But then listening to the description of New York, like kind of stereotypical New York accents, the one that's usually associated with Brooklyn, and then there's another one. They're all very, like your tongue is very forward in your mouth, so I had to pause the video and then examine how I was talking. And it's apparently a lot of New York accents. The tongue hits the back of the teeth. It's very front forward in the mouth. And I don't do that. My D's and T's and N's don't hit my teeth, but very nearly. And I was like, oh, so that's why you can tell. So I just thought it was interesting. I really like linguistics. Just me and 2 other black friends and I talk about politics. Talk about it sometime if you ever accept guests. If I do like a just chatting stream sometime, sure. I normally do just like your run-of-the-mill video game stuff. I'm not like anti having guests, but typically it's just me playing video games because that's a lot less setup and a lot less scheduling and communication. It's easier, and I'm lazy. How much of an accent do you have? It's not super heavy, but I can tell that you're Canadian. It's the O vowels. They're very particular. Don't really hear a New York accent, at least not a very thick one. Well, I don't have a stereotypical New York accent.
Just like intercourse.
Fiona, how are you doing, dear? And I don't actually know anyone who has that accent, so I wouldn't have been able to pick that up when I was growing up, because I didn't hear anybody outside of the movies talk like that. Surviving, still trying to get to that thrive phase. Oh, sorry, man. That was me yesterday. I was like, I don't know how I'll ever get out of bed again. Eyelashes! Can you not be in my eyeballs? You're supposed to be around the eyeballs, not inside of the eyeballs. Yeah, I was, distressed to be so affected by being isolated so quickly. My resilience has gone way down. I'm gonna boot up Elite, because Elite is a fantastic game for talking about stuff while I'm doing the video game, because a lot of it is muscle memory, so I don't have to hyper-focus. J-Post, thank you for gifting a sub to Fiona, which has now made her a patron of the Hype for 4 entire months. That's so kind, thank you. Lash me, daddy. What? Oh, like eyelash. Cause a lash is like, whoosh. To lash someone is to like, whip them. I was like, wow, JP just not even going with subtle today. Completely get lazy feeling, that's why I don't have a schedule. Not trying to steal any viewers, but extend an olive branch of learning, I guess? Yeah. If you ever see me stream, which might happen later, join me. I'm usually talking about black people stuff. Alright, cool. Today I have a content creators meeting. Dree, are you going to that later? But yeah, a bunch of creators across backgrounds and disciplines, and across the globe, in fact. Just gonna like talk about shit. I'm probably gonna be more of a listener. Speaking of New Yorkers, there are different types of AAVE in New York. What is that? All I'm thinking is Ave Maria. Because I actually don't ever think Ave Maria. Rohan! Thank you for being a patron of the hype for 2 months. I hope you enjoyed your parade, and here's your royal salute. And well, thank you, Uncle Travis, for gifting that sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You should, honestly. It'll be 3 p.m. our time. I'll remind you. At the very worst, we can sit on mute and just listen.
I love it.
Dracano Noctis. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the court of the hype. Here is your meerkat. Welcome dance. Actually, I'm wearing a meerkat onesie. African American vernacular English. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's something that they touched on in the linguistics video that I watched. I find it really fascinating, but they of course, as a disclaimer at the beginning of the video, were like, yeah, this is not comprehensive. Meerkat onesie! But yeah, they had a bunch of people say like, yo, here's an example and here's why, and largely linguistics and like how people speak is related to migration patterns and then natural barriers like mountain ranges and stuff, which makes sense. People's speech patterns and other things and culture in general. Oh, I'm gonna need to restart because this was not plugged in and it doesn't like that. Oopsies, my bad. Alright. Well, at least I realized what was wrong. At least I realized what was wrong before we got into doing stuff. Now we play the which wire is it game. Aha, there we are. Sorry about that, friends. Let's just try that again. Thanks for lurking, Dree. Key update. Dropped from 17.6 to 11 blood sugar. I don't know kitty blood sugar levels, but I know it was high, and that seems like that's down a bunch. Let's stand-up meeting to grace with your presence. Like a meeting of stand-up comics? Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day, Uncle T. Or maybe it's a meeting at which you will be standing. Or a meeting of fine, gentle people. Anyway, have a good meeting. We'll see you in a little bit. If I look a little bit ill, I apologize. Woke up with a migraine. I did take a migraine pill. But, if I look a little green under the gills, that would be why. So, INRA sites. We've been going through the INRA sites. We've got all these discovered logs over here. I've done a bunch of them. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've done 5 of them. And of course I've forgotten where I was going. Let me just open up my little guide here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we were going to the Velasquez Medical Research Center. Or have we gone to Hogan Depot? Okay, I'm not sure which ones we've been to. We were very close to Hogan Depot. I think that's where we went. The Maya's chemical plant? Hold on, let me look it up real quick. Hogan Depot Elite Dangerous Pesticides. Because if I can figure out if the logs are called pesticides. Yeah, okay, so that is the one that we did. Excellent. So we are gonna go to LP 389957. 389957. Thank you guys for contributing to Movie Time. What are you all getting up to today? What have you got on the docket for the week? LP 3. Did I say 389 or 385? 389-95, I think I said. And then 7. Okay. Seems right. Migraine pill, a pill that gives a migraine? That would be awful. Hi Toasty, hi Arkels, how are you doing? Alright, 3 jumps away. Woo! Drink lots of water. I know it doesn't fix everything, but it helps. Need to pick out my afro. I'm jealous. When I was little, I very desperately wanted a fro. I didn't realize that I could never have one. Because as frizzy as my hair is, it's never going to do that. Get my clothes ready for work and probably get my stream set up. Very nice. What do you do for work? You woke up feeling so fatigued. I feel like that's me every day. Every day. I almost knocked over my water. That would have been a sad time. Work yesterday destroyed you. Oh no! Repun. Playing Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, it's like when Simon says he's playing something, it's either Pokemon or Kingdom Hearts. One of those two. Went into work on my day off. That was enough to get me feeling exhausted. Oh no! Sounds terrible. Woke up super early for no reason. Welcome to the early club. My alarm goes off at 7 every day, so can't really call 8. Like if I sleep in till about 8:30, which is this time right now, I'm like, ooh. Woke up at 5 and couldn't go back to sleep. Well, that's gross, but at least 5 is not a super unreasonable time. Like, if you don't have to be anywhere, that sucks. But if I had to be woken up early, I'd rather take only a couple hours earlier at the start of the day than like in the middle of the night. Oh, sorry. Migraine also makes me nauseated. So just bear with me if I make any faces. I'm hoping that the prescription pill that I took will kick in. And if I'm not feeling better in another like hour or so, I can take another one. See if that helps out. Essential worker who doesn't get paid enough to work in a pandemic. Stay safe, dude. Stay safe. That is some hot ass bullshit. I'm just scooping some extra fuel, 'cause I can. Plans are to lay in bed, play my Switch, and get through the pain of having a tooth pulled. Oh, good. I had all 4 wisdom teeth out years ago. That was not fun. What are you playing on your Switch, though? Okay, so we are trying to go to 7. So I'm going to fizz. Throttle down to fizz. And we're gonna try to find 7. We've got 4 and we've got 6. Luckily, I found a clump where lots of things are. There's 7. So let me... target that. Target that, I'm probably gonna miss. Da-na-na, let's go. Don't wait. This night's almost over. Honest, let's make this night last forever. Forever. Every time. My alarm goes off at 7 every day. Miss, ma'am, excuse me. Well, I used to get up at 5:30 every day because I used to have to be at work at 7. And if I thought that that I could wake up a little bit earlier than 7 and not just be endlessly exhausted. So I learned that if I wake up between 5 and 7, any time in between there, I just feel miserable. I guess that's when my body sleeps heavily. But I would like a little bit more time in the mornings. Achoo. Achoo! Ooh! Some honey. Excuse me. Doodly 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 doodly. So we're looking for the Velasquez Medical Center over here once we get closer to the planet. For those of you just joining us, we have been flying around to all of the INRA sites. There's this lore about the Thargoids and the INRA and experiments, and so we're going to all of the INRA sites and scanning for logs, and then we turn the music off and listen to the logs, and then we fly to the next site. So I love the lore in Elite, and it's really hard to find. This planet is pretty. I'm just assuming I have to do this. I must! We'll just do a little whoopsie daisies. Just do a little probe. Little probe over here, little probe over there. We'll see where that gets me. Forever. You're playing Dauntless. How is Dauntless? It's something that I wanted to try out. Because it was free. So
surface scan complete.
I wanted ooh, efficiency target bonus! Woo! Oh, you're essential as well, Foxfire. Stay safe, everybody. Sleeping. 7 is sleeping in for your bakery job, yeah. 2 weeks ago, you were at the point you'd wake up at 4 p.m. Well, that's a change. But yeah, so Dauntless, I wanted to try Dauntless to see if I like that sort of gameplay, and then maybe I'd get Monster Hunter, but I would feel bad with Monster Hunter. I hate waking up every morning super early like I'm a machine. I don't mind waking up early. It's just... Wow. I was so immersed in Elite Dangerous that I expected to have to look over here to see this screen. I've done that multiple times. So we haven't found... Maybe I'm too far away. Let's get closer. I'm not seeing anything on the surface here, though. And I did a surface scan.
Madam, your phone is ringing.
1 second, guys.
Madam.
DHL. And then proceeded to speak in... Aha, there it is. I don't know why that didn't come up in the scan. I feel like that's been odd recently. Or maybe I just was too far away from the planet. But we found where we're going to. Monster Hunter fanatic, so Dauntless is right up your alley. Your problem was falling asleep. My sleep patterns have actually gotten better. For about 1.5 years, I could not for the life of me sleep through the night. And it didn't matter what I tried, nothing helped. So I'm thrilled to say that I have, in recent memories, sometimes I have the ability to sleep through the night mostly. Like, I have nights where I'm able to do that. That's super exciting to me. Get some lights on here. Oh, it did that thing again. Why are you like this? I hate when it stops locking the destination. This is good, you've been playing since beta. Yeah, I'd feel too bad for the monsters in like... I know that you can do a pacifist, and you don't have to kill the monsters in Monster Hunter, but you gotta hurt them a lot, and like make all their tusks and their like fur fall out, and that's like worse. I feel too bad. Alright, what's gravity here? It's very light gravity. All of these planets have been very light gravity, so I don't have to worry too much about plummeting. We've just got a nice little, like, nice coast in. Should take us about a minute. Playing it for a couple of years, had to take a break because your Switch stopped working for a while. Does it not have, like, a count? Does it not keep your progress across your account? Nice ringtone. Thanks, that's Cerebral, who you see in chat. He recorded that for me like 6 years ago, 6.5 years ago. So that was when I got my very first smartphone. And I was super excited to be able to have a custom ringtone, and so he just, like, as a goof recorded it, and I've kept it for every single phone I've had. I transfer it every time I get a new phone. And he's like, "You're still using that?" I'm like, yes, yes, I'm still using it. I think that's just my forever ringtone. I change my text alert sometimes, but ringtone is always Uncle Travis. I feel like I'm better with a little bit less sleep and coffee in the morning. The normal 8 hours, I'll take 1 hour minimum to fall asleep. I mean, that's just reading time, or at least that's how I would look at it. Like, if I knew reliably it would take me an hour to fall asleep, like that, at least you can plan for that. You can still, like, be productive, potentially, in that time. Like, even just doing, like, thinking about stuff. If I'm trying to fall asleep, I'll be like, okay, I'll do, like, theory crafting for various things. Because I know that I'll fall asleep. Like, when my body's ready, I'll just pass out. I know not everybody's like that. There we go, beautiful Lanzan. Tip's imaginary hat. Thanks for listening. Gotta get up and get cleaned up. Go into your settings. You have to enable Twitch to save your past broadcasts. It's in your settings somewhere. I set it up over 5 years ago, so I'm not sure where it is anymore, but it's in there. You go make those white people uncomfortable. That's excellent. It does had to get used to the mechanics of the new update though. Gotcha. Thank you for contributing to Movie Time. Yeah, it's in your settings someplace. No worries, man. Have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out. Alright. Let's go find some Laugs. I always forget how slidey low G planets are. Yeah, I was just curious about the accounts transferring, because you said your Switch wasn't available for a while, and I was like, oh, well, you could have played on PC, but I get not wanting to, even if it's a possibility. Like, for me, if my computer, like, let's say my computer goes down, and I want to play a game that's on both computer and console, I'm not gonna go play it on console. Even if I have the ability to, like, I'm just not going to. I tried once playing Genshin Impact on my phone, and I did not like the way that it handled it. It felt impossible to control. Just like the lack of precision, I was like, this is not going to work for me. Alright, so far we've got two of 5. You'd better clarify you're talking about the ringtone. I think I caught that. I knew what you were referring to, but I think once, well, I think I said it. But I don't want to be uncomfy. Well, neither do black people. But white people make their lives very uncomfortable, to put it mildly. So it's the least that we can do to, like, deal with being uncomfortable so that we can learn how to be better. Oh, am I gonna get this first shot? Yeah, I am. Oh, look at me doing a good job. Look at that data point. Yep, exactly, Rohan. Exactly. And I'm sure that they were being facetious. Account isn't cross-compatible? Oh. Okay. So that's what I meant, asking if it was, if you could play. So, like, you can, but you're not necessarily gonna... Oh, I did that one already. Never mind. Never you mind. White silence and white comfort is complacency. Yes. That is it's very important for people to realize. it's important to make sure that you're always trying to learn and to speak up. Because your discomfort in that process is temporary, but it's necessary. And it's super worthwhile, because if I can make this place or our society, if I can impact it at all in a positive way, then I'm gonna. And everyone should, I think. I'm missing one of these logs. No, I'm not. Oh, okay. I thought I was gonna get a log about the data link. That was really fast. Back to the ship. Since that was so fast, why don't we go to the next one? Maybe we'll save up our logs. I'll fly to the next spot, and then we'll listen to these logs, and then we'll land and collect the next ones. Whoa! Yeah, it's really hard to tell. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt, especially if I don't know them. But yeah, we're all talking through text here, so it's hard to tell when someone is joking or not. So I tend to take people at face value, but I do also give them the benefit of the doubt. What do I, baby, what do I? Ooh, look at me! I'm doing everything with such good precision today. Whoop, 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 whoop. Seems like a very American thing in Canada only. I mean, there's racism everywhere. But the way that it presents itself and the how it's seeped into like government systems and stuff like that is going to be different in different places.
Tried to find a way to justify missing the signs I knew. My hands were tied the moment we met, and there was more to you.
Stares at bears, I don't think that's what anyone is saying here.
That was your secret. A hostage on a silver blade to you.
And let me just make it clear
Those roads we walked,
that when we are speaking in general... Let me get to space here for a second. When we're speaking in generalizations, like, of course we don't mean every single person, because that's silly. But to have to... like, that's a colloquial shorthand, if you will. Of course, there's always going to be exceptions for anything ever. But when we're talking in broad strokes, bringing up those exceptions and those caveats every single time is cumbersome. I know that this is... well, if it's not your first time here, it's the first time that you've spoken. So that's what... when we here in this community are talking. I can't speak for anywhere else. Caveats, exceptions. But when we're talking broad strokes, we of course don't mean every single person that falls under this umbrella. But it's rather cumbersome to speak up about it otherwise. Where is my escape vector? Maybe I should try to go to Super Cruise. There we are.
2, 1, engage.
Just came in hoping to listen to some chill while I grind rap. Well, nobody's not chill. So you've got that. Number one. Number two, these things are important to me. And sometimes we have serious conversations, other times we make dick jokes and fart jokes, and this community is capable of doing both, and I'm very proud of that. Hey Pocket Yeti, how are you doing? Okay. Let me dig into this here. Now that I'm in space and not going to crash into anything, I'm sorry that you did not instantly feel welcome here. That is not what I'm going for, and that's typically the opposite of what people say, so I'm sorry that that's the experience you had, that you didn't feel welcome. Everybody is welcome here. I do feel like it's important to try to understand the essence of what people are trying to say rather than nitpick their words. This is something that I talk about a lot. So let's all keep that in mind. Let me scroll back up here. Yeah, and something that Rohunt is saying is very important. So he said you can't systematically be racist to white people. And we're talking about, at the very least, we're talking about in America. I don't have the knowledge to discuss the state of things in other places with different histories and cultures that I'm not familiar with. And I think it's also important to note that being judged as, how do I want to say this? When you are white, like me, being judged and having people of color maybe be on guard from the get-go. Of course, that's not gonna feel good. And you might think, hey, that's not fair, but it's not the same thing as racism. They're... God, I don't know that I have the proper words to describe what I'm saying, but also, like, Stares at Bears, you said every white person. That's not what was said. Saying white people as a blanket statement does not imply every single white person. No one said every. So, again, let's try to understand what the... Let's try to understand what the person is trying to say, whether that's you. I'm not saying you only do this, everybody do this. Try to understand what everyone is trying to get at rather than their specific words. And so another thing Rohan said, if you're white and you don't think you're racist, you're probably still racist. So there's, again, a big difference between, let me start going to the next location here. There's a big difference between like, in America, racism, not just racism, but just since that's what we're talking about right now, it's so ingrained in our social structure, in our culture, in our government, in every aspect of our lives, that there are probably things that we are not, we white people, I'm going to blanket statement. I'm not saying every single person. Please try to hear what I'm trying to get at. It is, I've only been up for 2 hours, so like, bear with me. Con A3. All right, I'm gonna plot the next jump as we're talking about this, and I will scroll down and read stuff. There's a lot to discuss here. But there's a lot of things that we are probably unaware of because it's so subtle, or like to us it's subtle. What? Is that not how it's spelled? Maybe it's just con. Con! And then, yeah, so it's just con, and then we'll go to A3. Same thing with like gender and stuff. Like there's a lot of things that are like, I'm going to frame this in a very different way, not to shift the discussion, but just in a similar vein. There's a lot of messaging in American culture. Again, I'm not going to bother talking about other stuff because that is way too large of a scope for me at this moment. But there's a lot of ingrained stuff in our community that is not necessarily anti-women, but like, anyway, there's a lot of stuff that I, even as a woman myself, didn't realize that I had these thought processes until it was pointed out that, like, why do you think this? And I was like, oh, I don't know. I just do, because that's what society does. Like, it's important to, this is why I said it's important to continue to learn and to continue trying to learn, because there's probably a lot of stuff that we're not going to realize if it's not pointed out to us. Hey, Angel of Groove, how you doing? We're discussing racism this morning. A little bit of a heavy topic, but it's an important one. Never treating someone else differently based on their ethnicity. I'd say that's pretty basic for someone who isn't associated with racism. Yes. Hey, Johnsy, how are ya? Like, of course, everybody here wants everybody to
Charging.
have equity, right? Equal opportunity and means of living happy, healthy lives. Just all want to have a good time and lick each other's butts. Or maybe not. Maybe you're not into that. But, you know, of course that's what we want. But that's going to take a lot of work and a lot of effort.
You were like a ransom note.
Fuel scooping.
If I give in, will you come home? I put everything I had into getting you back. I was only
Fuel scoop disengaged.
you were the air I breathed. I walked across the burning bridge for you.
I seem to have walked in a super serious topic. Yes, I'm doing my best to catch up with chat. Sorry, guys.
We walked, I'll know forever. Those times we talked, I still remember. Is it not enough that I made with my heart once?
If I come across racism on the street or everyday life, I'll denounce it and intervene. Well, thank you for doing that. I understand the systemic problem in the USA, but I feel like systemic racism is not the same as individual racism, even though we have to fight it to the individual level, but it's different in Canada than the US. It's difficult for people born in a privileged position to recognize there's systemic racism built into the institution, but it's up to the responsible members of society to come together to address those. Personally raised to shun anyone who shows racist behavior or actively attempts to build aggression based on their outward appearance. So despite living in what most consider one of the most racist states in the US, well, that sounds like a very valuable upbringing. That sounds like your parents were doing right by you, you know? Okay, Stairs of Bears. I missed that comment. And sure, saying people always does imply every single person. But again, let's try to understand the intent rather than pick apart the exact words. More people should watch videos by Black Redguard on YouTube. Dude breaks it down hard. If you want to post a link to that, I would be... Where am I? I'm in space! Wait, why am I... Oh, we went here. Okay, hang on. Trying to play a game while doing this is not the easiest. How many inverse sites do I have left? I'm not sure. But yeah, please, Bread Theory, if you would, post a link to that YouTube channel. Either in chat or if you're in the Discord, we have Black Lives Matter channel. So if you would be a darling, be a dear, and post it in there as well so that I can look at it off stream, I'd appreciate it. But yeah, Johnsy, that's what I was trying to say earlier, but not in an effective way. My brain is not firing on all syllables yet. If you kept getting bit by a dog, you'd likely be more guarded around all dogs. Minorities have reason to be guarded around white people. Yes. And is that generalization maybe unfair? Sure. I guess you could see it that way. I can see how it would feel that way to a lot of people. But understanding where it's coming from and all of the other struggles that are just like on the daily, minute by minute, like that's not something that I'm going to take personally. If I have to, like, in a sense, prove myself to be an okay ally, and someone that people don't have to feel guarded around, and that as someone who's willing to learn and reflect and adjust, like that to me is such a small thing for me to do for somebody else. Like I am more than willing to take that and realize that, you know, there are perceptions and experiences from other people that I have no control over. All I have control over is my own actions and how I comport myself. So it seems like such a very small thing to just not take it personally and to just try to listen and understand. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, is that often people get defensive and they take it like an attack when statements like this are made, and feelings get hurt. But that's why I'm trying to frame this in sort of a way as it's important to listen and to try to understand. And Arkels, we are talking, I've said this is something that I said right at the beginning. We're talking in America. I do not have the knowledge, and that's such a broad discussion that I'm just not equipped with the knowledge or the wherewithal to handle. So we're talking about in America. Yeah, so taking the bit by a dog metaphor, like Rohan said, like he's not trying to say that white people haven't gotten bit. Like, that doesn't mean that you have never been discriminated against just if you're white. It's similar to the statement Black Lives Matter is not also saying or implying that nobody else does. It's just that black people get bit harder and more often, and it's seen more accepted than a white person getting bit. Yeah. Waiting for me to catch up. I'm trying. Blake does a great butt. There. It's a funny landmine. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't actually have a butt emote, but I do have a lick emote. Hello, Lady Electra. My name is Lecta. Nice to meet you. You put in some extra letters there. Aimed bow. Sorry, I'm reading and trying to catch up. I'm not reading everything out loud. Just give me a minute. Are we talking racism? Yes, Guy and I. Hi, Quiet Drone. How are you doing? Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up. There's so much that's important that's being said here. I'm also trying to save my voice, so just bear with me. And yeah, it's really hard to discuss things like this when there's a lot of, like, tone is lost when this is in text. So thank you all for being patient with each other and trying to understand. That's something that I appreciate and love about this community, is that if someone makes a statement and it makes somebody else feel bad for whatever reason, we're able to say, it sounds like you said this, or that you meant this. Is that what you meant? And if the case is yes, then you discuss from there. If the case is no, I didn't mean it like that, and they have a chance to try to rephrase or frame it in a different way to make it more apparent. You have to understand where the person's coming from before you can have a discussion. Hey Bread, how are you doing? I sort of speak on stream about this. I talk better than I type. I mean, we're all working with the same, other than me. I could say whatever I want. We're all working with the same limitations here. But yeah, I think Arkels, we're all trying to understand each other and what's being said, and that's super important. But I'm very grateful for that. I totally lost track of what I'm doing in Elite right now. Oopsie daisies. Seems like a bad time? No, it's not a bad time. We're just having a somewhat serious conversation. There's nothing bad about it. Okay. I'm going to once again say, let's reframe this in terms of America. Current day America. Because the scope of this conversation is getting a little bit too big for me to speak on. It's my personal belief that no one on this planet has the right to be judged, assaulted verbally or physically, treated differently, otherwise looked down upon based on their ethnicity, origins, or upbringing. It goes for African Americans, Caucasians, Native Americans, Germans, everyone. Yes. I mean, I don't think anyone here disagrees with that. On like a fundamental level. U.S. still has active anti-minority policies that come from all levels of society and government. Yes. Yep. I think you're thinking space trucker things. We're trying to look for lore right now. I'm going to... So, from my understanding, what's being said is there's a lot of... There's a lot of misunderstanding that I want to point out. So... Yeah, go for it. But yeah, there's a lot of misunderstanding, and it's important when you come from a place of privilege that when people of color, and especially black people in America, are trying to they're taking their energy and their time to try to point things out and help to educate. That's not meant as an attack. It's not meant to... Like, it's not personal. It is our job as white people to just listen. And understand that even if things are said that might sound personal or sound like we are being discriminated against, just try to understand. Like, black people who are trying to help teach and educate are doing us a favor. Because they don't have to spend their time and energy doing this. This is something that we can do on our own. There's plenty of resources out there. So when somebody is doing it on a, like, as close to face as you can get, on like a personal level rather than an article on the internet, listening and just understanding that even if you feel like you have love in your heart for everybody and that you don't see people differently or treat people differently, that doesn't mean that you're not going to learn something, or something might get pointed out that you didn't realize was something that you thought, or something like even subconsciously. And you know what? Worst comes to worst, maybe you didn't learn anything new, I guess. Yeah, see, that's what I'm trying to get at. You said, I'm only defending myself from the blanket statements and obvious hate. I feel like that's a misunderstanding there. It's not hate, and it's not anything to defend against. That's what I'm trying to say. That it might sound like that, and I do get that. But it's important to understand that that is not the meaning or intent behind the blanket statements. That's what I said at the beginning of the conversation. Hey Brady, how are ya? Thank you, Rohunt. I appreciate it. Yeah, and that's something we touched on earlier, Bread Theory, is that and it's very I don't have the words to say it in a way that to phrase it differently. Hey Camus, how are you? I think the difference between systemic and individual racism has to be taken into account. I think the base point that that we're trying to get at here is that fundamentally, okay, this, like, fundamentally no one wants anybody to be discriminated against. But there's a big difference in feeling a bit judged and having and not having the same opportunities or treatment like baked into your society. Yeah, there's nothing to apologize for. I can't say that this was the conversation I thought was going to happen at before 9:30 in the morning, but it is important. Hi Speedy, love you. I'm a little bit disappointed that people are backing out of the conversation. But I appreciate it at the same time. Like, if you're getting heated, then definitely take a step back. But that's why I'm trying to remind people that what's being said is not... It's not an attack. Yes, blanket statements are faulty. We get that. We know that. Hey, Big Fun Art. Did you move? When did that happen? I've lived here almost 2 years now. It'll be 2 years in August. So about a year and a half. To be frank, individual racism is easier to deal with. It's the ingrained stuff that's harder to fight, like insurance rates, medical care not geared for non-white people, although that's slowly changing. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so everyone here wants the same thing, right? We want to live in a world where none of this exists anymore, and everyone from birth receives the same treatment, both from individuals and from society and like systems of government and healthcare and all that. That's what we all want here. That's what we all want here. It's not racism, though. Racism, the word racism is it's not like I'm disappointed in you. There's nothing bad about this conversation here. Last I knew you were on the East Coast, got thrown for a loop. Yep, I'm West Coast now. And no, not West Coast, Best Coast, don't start with me. Also, I mean, it's okay to have strong opinions and not want to, like, upset anybody. But I think that the statement that fighting racism with racism is faulty. That's not what I see happening here. There is not a hate for white people going on here. There is not even really discrimination for white people going on here. My view as a white person, if minorities see me as an enemy or judge me for just being white, I don't have to be happy about it, I just have to accept that they have a valid reason and deal with it. I know I'm a good person, and I do what I can to support the movement. Yeah, that's kind of what I said earlier, is like... Of course that's not gonna feel good. It's gonna feel like being... It's gonna feel unfair. But... We need to be able to deal with unfair. Because feeling like that's unfair, again, it's in the interest of learning and trying to understand and being better equipped to help and to be a better ally. They don't owe us anything in terms of assuming that I'm going to be an ally or even a good ally at that. There's Okay. I don't think that it is saying it is impossible ever at all is necessarily true. There's definitely people out there who will look at a white person and hate them. That's racism, sure, I guess. I feel like I'm not doing a very good job of having this conversation today. I'm sorry, guys. I got off of having a really bad mental health day yesterday, so I am exhausted. So what One Lung said is that doesn't mean that... Get the argument that white people are privileged, but that doesn't mean they can't be hated. Yeah, they can be hated. Again, we're starting to nitpick words here. Fighting against your oppressors isn't racism, that's fighting a system, not all members of a class. Yeah. Angel of Groove, I'm sorry that you felt like you had to do that. It was probably because you're a man at night. That's... I don't go outside at night by myself because I'm tiny. Yeah, there's a difference. I see a difference in... You just need tools. You have a collapsible steel baton? Holy shit. Yeah, I'd rather just live in a city so that there's people around, so that I can just yell for help. There's only one definition of racism, meaning words don't change to suit the person that uses it. I see what you're saying. Onikage, yeah, sure. Ask Elite dangerous questions. That's totally fine. An extra 5 minutes isn't going to hurt. It just makes you wonder. Yeah. Well, that's very kind of you. Yeah, it sucks that you have to be mindful of your impact. It does. I don't feel like I am well equipped to rephrase what everybody is trying to say in a way that will be understood. I will think on this when I'm not live, or I'll try to find somebody who says it better. Want to buy a ship? Are they available at any station, or do you have to go to a certain station? You want to buy a Type 7. Not every ship is available at every station, and not every station will even sell ships. Like outposts probably don't have ships. You can look it up on... what is that spot? There's websites where you can look those things up and see where things are available to be sold. I usually make chat do it for me because I'm lazy. Inara, yeah, hi Gabby, or EDD. IDDB.io. Yeah, let's So I'm gonna put a pin in this conversation because I feel like I understand where everybody's coming from, but I'm just not able to rephrase in a way that helps. Because now we're all repeating ourselves and talking in circles, and while this is a very worthwhile conversation, I want to be better equipped. So I will take time off stream to figure out how I can facilitate understanding better. Thank you for doing all of that work, Stairs of Bears. That is extremely important. And it sounds like you try to use your privilege to help. So thank you for doing that. And I do understand that, like, definitions of words don't change based on who's using them, but there's something that I can't put into words in a way that makes coherent sense. But I think the last thing that I want to say is that it's fighting racism with racism is not, from my understanding of all of the people involved in this conversation here today, I can't speak for anyone else, that is not what we're trying to say or trying to do. In game, if you want to play together. I'm doing INRA sites today. I haven't done combat in a while because no one has really been around, so we haven't really done group stuff. You're more than welcome to come around with me. If you'd like to. But, so, I don't think that that's the place we're trying to come from. We're not saying, like, if you hate a group of people, that's okay. I don't think that that's what anybody's trying to say, or that is what they feel. I wish that I could explain what we're trying to say better. Let's put a pin in this. And, like, even if I have to, like, Twitter or Discord DM you later when I've got it better, we can continue this conversation later. I just don't have new words to say that make sense. So I'm sorry for that. Let's listen to these fucking logs now. But thank you everybody for doing your best to not get heated and to try to understand where everybody is coming from. I really appreciate that. My voice is not with me today. I'm just like... Okay, music is paused. Ew, that's gross, Quiet Drone. Wing-a-ling-a-ding-dong. Alright, here we go. So we're learning about the INRA sites. We've done 5 of them. This is the 6th one that we scanned. I don't remember how many there are. I can count afterwards.
I don't know who they were exactly. Some corporate bigwigs. But they definitely convinced the board. I can't say I'm surprised. They offered a lot of money for access to our labs, apparently. The board probably didn't even ask what they wanted them for. At least I got the bosses to promise the lab wouldn't be used to make biological weapons. This is a medical facility after all. I will not be bullied into participating in this so-called war just because some corporation gave us their money.
You're way too exhausted already. I am. I came to stream exhausted. I'm doing my best here, guys. I've been quiet because words have been super hard for me lately, but thanks for the learning experience. Yes, I appreciate people are just playing with different definitions, in your opinion. You're wonderful. I feel like, especially when I get sort of caught off guard with conversations, like if I'm not like expecting, my brain goes slow today. Brain slow, bad. Yeah, I'm having a real hard time. Like, personally. So I came today, I had a migraine this morning on top of just, like, emotionally not doing very well. I'm doing my best. But I already came to stream with, like, no energy. So please forgive me. Oh no, your representation. Rep missions expired. Oh, I'm sorry. Vagina!
You are amazing, you do
It turns
three.
out they want us to make
Thank you
some
so
kind of
much.
vaccine, an antidote for an unnamed
Thank you so
biological
much for that
weapon.
cheer, Gabby.
They've given us samples and data, but whenever we press for more information, our requests are met with silence. We're working in the dark, with our hands tied behind our backs. In practical terms, we've got everything we need, but I have no idea where half of it comes from. They've given us material the weapon's been tested on, both organic and inorganic, human and not human. I'm starting to wonder if the weapon's even designed to target humans.
So why make an antidote or a vaccine for this fungus? So there's a fungus, right? And also, guys, Gabby also is a fantastic streamer. She plays Elite Dangerous and other things as well. You should go check her out. So you're saying is kittens are needed. Baby cats! Yes. Very much needed. Yeah, we're doing lore. Lore has been one of my favorite parts of the game, but it's super hard to find. So they have a fungus. They discovered this fungus at a research facility. And this guy was just kind of like messing around with it and discovered something that can neutralize or basically shut down Thargoids and their ships and the drives on their ships and whatnot. And he was like, oh shit, they're gonna use this as a weapon. I don't like this very much. So he feels bad about it. And we're just kind of learning, like, how did this progress? And I'm wondering, why make a vaccine? Is it so that they can, like, hold it over the Thargoids' heads or something? Nevergoat. I like that name. Seems like these logs tie into the Mike Turner missions and lore from Frontier First Encounters. Are those other logs that you can find? Or are those spots in Elite Dangerous? I've never heard of those. Lore from the first Thargoid War. Don't want to spoil, but it's good. If you can point me in the right direction, I have an Elite Dangerous channel in Discord. So you can either post in chat and I'll ask my lovely mod Simon to copy and paste it for me so that I can pin it in the Discord and find it later. But if you know, like, okay, if you go here, or like if you have an article that says like, hey, go here, I get it, Rohan, and thank you. And thank you, Stares at Bears, for thank you everybody for the conversation. It is super important, and I'm glad that we're able to do this and come out the other side without anyone being pissed, you know? It's from the second Frontier game. Oh, long time ago. That I don't know. I would assume yes, but I don't. Elite Dangerous is the first Elite game I've played. It's also my first space sim, my first flight sim, my first anything like that. So, yeah.
We've finally been given access to a sample of the weapon, and it's opened up all kinds of avenues. I still worry about the ease with which our benefactors acquired the samples, but I'm probably just being paranoid. They obviously have deep pockets. Having access to unlimited funds must open all kinds of doors.
Sounds like... But I want to be mad online! Let me be unreasonable! There's 4chan for that. Just wondering, because it seems like it's a retelling of the same story. It could be. Someone with more Elite Dangerous knowledge would have to answer that. I don't know. It's adorable. Thanks! I've got a tail, too. Oh, sorry, Wing Beacon. I'm going to be moving on from this spot in just a second. So one sec.
After months of research, the solution ended up being pretty simple. Once you break it down, it's a fairly straightforward organic compound. Little more than a fungus, really. We tested the vaccine on some of the older samples, and while it doesn't undo any existing damage, it does prevent the weapon from doing any further harm. Our sponsors certainly seem happy.
It doesn't undo any existing damage. I feel like that's super important. The Thargoids destroyed your home station? And your engineer base? And the entire system you were mining in? Holy shit. Hey, Black Box King, how you doing? Even back in 1994 game, INRA was dodgy. Sound pretty shitty to me.
Seems our sponsors want to move us to a new location. Their representatives appeared a few days ago, demanded that all data be transferred to their servers and all samples be put into storage, ready to be moved. Why are they doing this? The lab more than meets our needs. They made sure of it. I tried to talk to them, but I just got stonewalled. Apparently, all information is on a need-to-know basis. And I don't need to know.
Interesting. Let me turn on my wing beacon, and if anyone else wants to just fly around with us and collect these logs, you're more than welcome to. Should get her to play the original games. This game is enough for me, man. That's enough for me. Let's put the music back on. So where did we go? We are... Oh, no, I'm not going anywhere. My bad. We got to Con A. We're going... We need to go to A3, the Ameda landing. Thargoids are attacking the bubble for the first time ever. People think it's an escalating event due to Odyssey. Oh. Yeah. There's Con A4. Is the music loud? Can't tell if music loud. No one said anything before, but that doesn't mean that it's not. I think they were meant to equalize the songs. Music is fine. Okay. Okay, thanks, guys. Gotta go back to listening to Star Trek with Neil Tyson and rep grinding. Have a good one. Thanks, Stairs at Bears. Thank you for being here and hanging out. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And we will see you another time. What could also be, oopsies. Could also just be that it seems loud to me because the audio logs were so quiet. Alright, here's where we're trying to be. Excellent. Oh, look where you are. You old lady ears. Finished watching final season of Clone Wars. Oh shit, we're still in season 2. I haven't watched any since the last time we did a community Star Wars day, which was a while ago now. Silly question, trying to plot a cluster star system supposedly has a ship I'm after. What do the dotted lines mean? That is not a silly question. I don't actually know. I'm trying to, like, visualize it. But I'm not actually sure. Do you mean, is it a dotted line? Like the plot itself is dotted? Instead of like a solid blue line, it's dotted in gray? Got solid yellow lines most of the way, then it goes dotted the last few jumps. That could be because you don't have enough fuel. Do you have a fuel scoop? Haha! I was right! Assumed fuel. I recommend having a fuel scoop on any ship. Even if it's a tiny one, it can get you out of scrapes. Even if it takes forever to scoop. That is one thing that I will always have on all of my ships. With the exception of maybe... like when I do low canyon flying. I don't remember if I have a fuel scoop on whatever ship I have for that. I also want to get a better ship for that. I just haven't wanted to try hard at things recently. Yeah, no worries. We're more than happy to help out. As I said, I'm not the most knowledgeable. Yeah, I have over 300 hours in the game, but I'm very new to the game in the scheme of things. So if I don't know, chat probably knows. Hey, Killer Squirrel. Scoops are for star diving for refueling. Yeah. Yeah, you can skim the occlusion zone and it plucks the fuel out for you. More of a scrape than a dive. Yeah. I mean, you don't want to go into the star. Hey, Picard, how are you? Speaking of Picard, I finished the original Star Trek series, and my next Star Trek, I've never seen any of them, so it was my first time. Well, I shouldn't say never. I saw a few episodes when I was small, and I was like, this is boring. They're just standing around and talking. And now I'm all about that shit. Like me now, it's so funny because I loved reading too. So it's not like I was a very action-oriented kid. But I guess coming into the middle of like a philosophical discussion when you're 8 or whatever is just like, I don't give a shit. Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't understand. This is boring. That said, I remember Quark. I don't even know what series Quark is in, but I remember Quark. Come to Quarks. Quarks is fun. Come right now. Don't walk. Run. Doop doop. That's all I know. Next Generation only gets good after the second season. I mean, a lot of people are like, don't bother watching the original series. Which, like, I get it. It's old. It definitely had its issues, but I wanted to, like, see where the series, or the franchise came from.
Surface scan by 50%.
Bum ba da bum 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 bum. Get the butt. We're gonna get the butt. Get the planet's booty. Booty cheeks. Planet booty cheeks. Planet booty cheeks. I wanna go to planet booty cheeks. Sounds like fun. There'll be butts to touch and butts to... Never mind. Game is free, you know? What game? This game? You love the original? I liked it. Deep Space Nine, however, the actor did appear in The Next Generation before becoming Quark. Oh! After the fish market to stock up for the week. Feels good to be able to work together again. Yay, Quiet Drone! Thank you so much for being here and hanging out. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And we'll see you another time, dear. Like women being in command of starships? Well... they couldn't be in command, could they? At least not yet. In the original series. I'm gonna put my hands on my head. If you don't want spoilers for the original Star Trek, stop listening. But I'm gonna spoil the last ever episode. So the whole premise of the very last episode is that the Dr. Lauren, whatever, I'm making up her name because I don't remember. Whatever her name was, she could not be in command. It's like women can work on the ship, but they can't be in command. That was the whole premise. That she was jealous of Kirk because he was allowed to command his own ship. So she body swaps with him, you know, without his consent. So she body swaps And then they have to figure out that
Surface scan complete.
it's her or whatever. In the pilot episode of the original series? No, it's Captain Kirk. Second in command. I don't think you're talking about the original. Been reluctant to leave the starter area because I know I can never return. I mean, take your time. There's no rush. I have spent a long time in the starter area. What is this? Oh, that's the occlusion zone. What are we trying to find here? Con A5. We're trying to find something on the surface here that I'm not seeing. Can't remember what it's called. Did I scan the wrong spot? No, it's 1A3. I bet you just have to get closer. But in the original series, it's Captain Kirk and then Spock is second in command. Oh, it's with Captain Pike. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You're right. Totally forgot. I started watching the series a while back, like months ago. I'm not finding where we're supposed to land here. We're trying to find... What's it called again? Like, Alegria! Yeah, maybe they retconned it. Almeida Landing. Con A3. So 73 and 102 are the coordinates. Brady, Brady, maybe you can, Oh, played a Ferengi! Okay. Cool, cool. Yeah, maybe you can help me find it. I'm not seeing it. A3A. I think I just did A3.
Flight assist off.
Maybe I'm wrong? Because this is not looking like I can land on this planet. It's not giving me altitude or anything. Alright, let me get back into space.
Drive charging.
Let me get back into space! Align with escape vector.
Ready to engage.
I'm trying to align. It's gonna take a little while though. Am I going the wrong way here? Yeah, I'll have to look at the site again.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yeah, in the last episode, that's definitely not the case, that women could be in command. Oh, it is 3A. The A was at lowercase. Okay. 1A, 3A, A, babe. Which I saw someplace. Con A. A3A. This is where we're going. My bad. It was close though. Let's just do a little thwomp for funsies. So, for those of you who play Elite, what do you like doing? What do you like doing Elite? What are you getting up to recently? I like doing a little bit of everything. We've been doing lore recently. When I'm feeling super energetic, we like to do combat. Oh, I also started The Expanse, finally. The series. I've read the first 4 of the books, but I finally started watching the series last night. Oh shit. Ah! Wasn't paying attention and I was going too fast! Slow down, honey. Oh my gosh. Slow down, honey! Why am I just, like, veering directly into this planet right now? I throttled all the way down. This seems excessive. Moving at excessive speed right now.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Okay. Let me, let me try to hit the bum. It's butt time! Gravity well? I don't think so, because I was not in the occlusion zone. I was just moving too fast and got way too close to the planet. I got too close! I like buying ships and over-engineering them, then taking them to combat zones or res sites. Very nice. I need to unlock more, engineers. There we go. I did it! Okay, so now we should be able to see the site somewhere. A bit of everything. My IRL buddy and I recently decided it was time to spend some time out in the black, both riding pythons with jump range in the mid-30s. Ah, okay. Yeah, this is my exploration ship. I've got a jump range of like 69. No, I'm not joking. Where do I find the stats of my ship? 67. Unladen is 71. So right now I have my SRV on, so we can do landing stuff, but when I take the SRV off, it's like high 68. You found it, did you say? You can't be talking in here. It's at the North Pole. I don't know where the poles of things are. What, you nuts? But yeah, nice. Diamondback gets 67 to 68. Yeah, that's about what I'm at. Oh my gosh, your lights are so bright. Where are you going? I was flying straight towards you. I've lost you. Oh my gosh, so bright. I can't see. Oh, there it is. Haha. Light gravity, so I don't have to worry about that. Alright, good stuff. Why? Don't mind me! I'm upside down! There we go. I went too far away. It's fine. Found it! Glad you can see with those lights. No, I said I can't. I cannot see. I was blind. I'm gonna try to not crash. I'm going down very quickly. There we go. That was a will-o-wisp? They take you to your destiny. Is that so? Alrighty, let's landing gear. You flying a Dorito?
Landing gear deployed.
Sort of Dorito. Not a Dorito. I can't tell the ships by looking at them yet. That's something that I've never been good at. Oops. A little bonk. Not my greatest landing today. Whee! Crate Phantom. Sure. Oh! Smo! Aww. Someone got something from my Designed by Humans store. They picked up Core to the Hype merch. I'm so excited. Thank you. Thank you so much, whoever that was. That's very exciting to me. Alright, let me get out of this ship. That was you, Foxfire! I'm so flattered! Thank you so much. What did you get? If you don't mind me asking. I want to get more of my own stuff. I don't care what if that makes it sound egotistical. But I need more tank tops anyway. Oopsie daisies. Whoa, sliding everywhere. Whoa, my goodness. I'm not even going fast. What is happening? The gravity is aggressive. Hello? Hello? Did you want that big SRV kiss? Side of my battle station trying to get stickers for every streamer I watch. Oh, so you did the Core to the Hype logo? Thank you. Oh, I see you. Come on. Oh, first try. I've been getting really good at getting those data points. Proud of myself. Why are tank tops called tank tops? They look nothing like tanks. I don't actually know. I'm gonna go up here. Whee! That's a different shop. But check that out too. Yeah, that's stuff that I made with my own two hands. Drunk on the thought of you and me naked. But sir, I do not know you. Do you know me? You like me being a naked. There's a lot of stuff on this planet, or on this base. I'm trying to be methodical about it. I have a feeling I'm gonna miss things though. What? Me. I'm stuck. Let's just go this way then. Meep. Oh, sharts. Oh, booty buckets. Booty buckets? Ooh, there's materials. Okay, cool. Penis majoris. Cargo? Don't mind if I do. Sir, what? Sir! No, sir! That's mine! Yoink. I think you play a lot more than me, so you probably have a lot more materials. All of my materials gathering is incidental. Well, usually. I shouldn't say always. I tend to go in, I'll do, like, tedious shit every now and again, but, like, when I do reputation grinding and stuff, I just... Can I even get that? Yes, I can. Uh-oh. I just do, like, I'll do a combat mission that also gives me rep. I'm very lackadaisical about the way I do things. Like to hit every building. They're chunky, and I want to touch them. Don't you want to touch little chunky things? Because I certainly do. Chonk, chonk. Excuse me, sir. Fuel reserve's critical. What? Since when? All to me. Alright, so I've got 2 legacy flame whiz.
Touch my chunky thing, Daddy.
Oh my goodness, Simon. Touch my chunky thing, Daddy. Simon, thank you so much for that cheer. A booty bucket assumes that there's a bucket full of booties. Would that make it an ass can? Yes. Perfectly fine, how are you? Not by physically ramming them with my car. Johnson's out there rubbing buildings. This is new lore.
Love it.
Perfectly fine, thank you for the follow and welcome to the Court of the Hype. Here is your meerkat. Welcome, dance. You like the way Texas Speech says daddy? Daddy. Yeah, I like we call her Bit Lady. We like Bit Lady. I had to make sure you at least smiled at my stupid jokes before I followed. Well, I can't promise that I will always do so. I'm very particular about dumb jokes. I feel like I missed something. So I'm gonna have to do another scoot around. So there's the data link, we got that. We got this comm link, okay, so there's one. There's 2. Maybe it was this one? Nope, there's 3. Maybe this one? 4. Is there one over here? Here's the one I missed. Haha! Hey, Kandarian, how are ya? Haven't added a quote in a while. Did I say that? Don't you want to touch little chunky things? Because I certainly do. I said that? Oh my. I believe you. I do not like bad puns, don't you even. Simon. Simon. Don't make me poop on you. I do not microwave strawberries. There's a reason the code for that emote is hype. Lies! Lies. Lies. Yeah, I'll poop in Simon's microwave. 5, sure. I'm not at the boarding point yet, huh? Where do I need to be? What do you want from me? I gotta be super far forward? Okay, whatever you say. Playing some Path of Exile, it's going well, very nice. When does a dad joke become a dad joke? When it's really generic, shitty wordplay. That's... that's a dad joke. You will not poop in my microwave, because I am not a turd. Where's my mouse? Alright, we're gonna pause the music and listen to these laugs, so we can learn about the Inra. Like, just camera's shaking. It's probably because I'm moving my moving the throttle and stick and whatnot, and it sits on the top of my monitor. All right. Loggies. Reverse engineered.
They told me not to ask where it came from. Just to reverse engineer whatever I can. Weapons, shields, power management. Anything I can figure out. It's like giving a rocket to a Neanderthal and expecting them to fix it. I mean, where do I even start? At least they're paying me well. That's something.
Foxfire, I hate that. I knew. Wait, your wife microwaves strawberries? Is it to make jam? Or like syrup? Because Sidn's actually said that she microwaves strawberries for some sort of cooking purposes that I don't comprehend. Promise no more dad jokes. And for once, I was not tortured. It did not last.
I haven't slept for days. I always did find it hard to switch off, you know? Even when I wasn't trying to reverse engineer an alien starship. I've made a small amount of progress, but it's always 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. The guys in charge are getting impatient, but what did they expect? It's not like this thing came with a manual.
So why are they trying to reverse engineer? Are they trying to reverse engineer a Thargoid ship? And I still don't understand why make a vaccine for it unless they're going to try and hold it over the Thargoids' heads. I'm only allowed 1 per day per the wife. Here's my freebie on you. Oh, I'm so honored. Oh, frozen strawberries just to thaw them. Okay, that makes sense.
I finally made some progress with the drive technology, which is just as well, since I was running out of options. Thargoid drive tech differs radically from our own. Rather than shift space around the ship, it appears to create this stable wormhole for the ship to travel through. It sounds crazy, but the maths don't lie. And if my calculations are right, I might even be able to replicate it. I want to get a prototype up and running as soon as possible. Something tells me the bigwigs are about to step in. I've seen this all before. You get hired by a big company, and once you've gone and done the hard work, they swoop in and take all the glory. Well, I'm not going to let that happen. I want to be credited with creating the first hybrid drive.
David! Thank you for sticking your viewers in here. I appreciate it. Just like intercourse. JP? No. Why? Why do you like this? I hate it!
I knew it. The minute I handed in my report, the company took over. They've retained me as a consultant, whatever that means. But they're basically ignoring everything I say. They've made some modifications to my prototype, but it was a bit of a rush job. Must be in a hell of a hurry to get to the test flight stage. I told them it was too soon, that we needed more tests. But once again, I got stonewalled. Granted, the wormhole is stable. But we have no idea what will happen when you send a human being through it.
Spaghetti? What do you think? What do you think happens when you send a human through a wormhole? You want to reverse engineer some other technology, but also have a weapon that destroys that tech. You'd want a way to protect your version. Ah, that's true. Got a smart lady in the chat.
So, they decided to push ahead with the test flight despite my warnings. Some hotshot young pilot full of spit and vinegar, as my old man would say. And not a single brain cell between his ears. The wormhole was stable, but that was never a concern. The question is, what will happen to the pilot?
Well, tell us already. Jesus.
The ship didn't reappear for almost an hour. When it did, it just drifted.
I'm guessing scrambled eggs.
The pilot didn't respond to our hails. We recovered the vessel and pulled open the cockpit. What I saw in there will stay with me for the rest of my life. The pilot looked like he'd been turned inside out.
Scrambled eggs.
That cocky young kid who thought he ruled the sky. I have to say, my sympathy didn't last long when I found out they're gonna pin it on me.
Oh shit.
They've cancelled the project and launched an investigation. That's just window dressing. There's no doubt in my mind they'll carry on testing in secret. Meanwhile, I'm the one who's gonna take the fall.
Oh shit.
There is a chance I might be able to make it out of this. Apparently, they've developed some kind of Thargoid killing super weapon. And they don't want so much as a whisper in the public domain. So, this is the choice I'm gonna give them. Let me walk, and I say nothing. Set me up, and everyone discovers that the INRA is in the genocide business. It's a risky move. But what other choice do I have?
You would have to be so careful with that. Because INRA's got money, and if they got money, they can hire an assassin and just, like, disappear you. You could just be like, done. Gone. It's like you never existed. And all that's left is your logs. Sorry, friends, just 1 second. Sorry, friends, I wanna check that shit. So we're going to Stack, which is in HIP 120991A. 12099. One two zero nine nine. I didn't put hip. Hip. Hip, hip, hip. Hippie, hip, hip, hop, hip, hip. Hip, hip, hip. Hip. How's it going? I'm doing good, Deva. Or, you know, it's fine, everything's fine. Doing my best to be an alive thing. We're just getting some nice Elite Dangerous lore.
Frameshift drive charging.
I've got Sir Brady Buckets flying with me for funsies. That's also where Jameson's crash site is? Okay, so maybe we'll do a detour for that then. So you're flying the trusty DBX. Yes, I love this ship. Sorry, I'm just trying to find somewhere to put my tots. I didn't eat before stream, so I was just like, Mund says, hello. You're doing good, oh thank you! I'm trying. What system? HIP 12099. Yeah, get some food, eat, get nami namis. Nami nami salami. Should probably get out of the occlusion zone here. I'll end up going faster. But sometimes I'm a derp head. Hey! Bison! I've had beautiful landings today. I don't even want to hear it, dude. How you doing? Trying to save money for Crate Phantom. The ultimate in exploration. That's what Brady's flying. I do not own one of those. The Diamondback Explorer is the second ship I ever bought. I took it unengineered from the bubble to Colonia and back. And we did some sightseeing along the way.
Frameshift drive charging.
Most recently, I outfitted a Python for mining, and I outfitted a Chieftain for combat. But I didn't do a whole lot of combat because I got sleepy. So what I want to do is eventually do more combat, like probably after we do the rest of the Inra stations. I'll probably go back to the bubble and take a break and do some
System scan.
combat stuff. I also want to outfit a better ship. I think I've been using the Eagle for canyon flying, but I do flight assist off. I haven't tried it since I got my new stick, so I want to do that as well. It's just like I know that those are very focus intensive things, and I've had like little to no focus ever in the last few months. That was post as I didn't see what you have done. You just assume that I do bad. Jump range on my DBX right now, because I have the SRV bay in it, is 67. That goes up by 1 or 2 when I take it out. So if I'm doing long range exploring, I usually leave the SRV behind. Gonna sit here and scoop some fuel. Been trying flight assist off more in combat. Oh really? Because that's the one time that I toggle flight assist on, is I leave it on and then to do faster turns I toggle it. Not in game right now, but off the top of my head, what's at 1B? So we're going to 1A for the Inra site, and then I'll check 1B. You're already in the bubble. Yes, but I mean I have to go back to the Asgarage and get a different ship.
Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah, I did engineer this ship. It's the only ship I have engineered. I have an engineered FSD and a Guardian booster. And I've done absolutely nothing to any of my other spots. Ooh! Man. You know, I thought I'd be more stiff having spent the entire day in bed yesterday, but I'm not. Like, it felt pretty nice. I just laid in bed and watched stuff on my phone. It was kind of nice. Saturday, we played Dear Esther. That was an interesting experience. And we did Blackout Club on Friday. And it's fucking raw. That's a name. I don't know that I would name my ship that, but you know, whatever you want. Gotta do a little scan to find 1A and 1B and whatnot. I said. Stop wondering. Aha! Do 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 do. Found a gas giant. Very stinky. Oh shoot. It smells like rotten eggs. I've been contemplating changing my schedule again. That's because my work schedule keeps changing. Na, 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 da, dum. Is this? Aha, it's this one. So, my hope is to... Oopsies. Didn't mean to do that. My hope is to try and consolidate my days off. There's more! I'm not going for a full scan, I'm just trying to find the spots we're trying to be. I'm finding these are all 5s then. Dang it! Exited entirely. I need to find 1. Wait, there's 3. Maybe it just says. Okay, I've not found it. There's 3F. Not really what I was going for here. Not what I was going for. Oops. No! Let me in! Three A. These are all 3s, huh? I mean, it's not gonna hurt me to scan them, you know? It's free money! Did you just realize I was wearing a meerkat onesie? Was kind of productive today. Physically got my kitty litter. Your kitty litter? Got your kitty some litter. Carrying... So 2.6 miles. The comma still throws me off. 35 pounds. That's a lot. Heading out. See you later. Smo! Bye, Chauncey. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out with us. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and we will see you another time. Have a good one! I don't think this is it. Maybe I gotta find this first. Doop boop boo doo, doop ba doo doo shmoop boop, flappity doop ba ba da ba poop. Okay, so there's 1. So we gotta go over here, and then go to 1A, I think. And then we try to go to 1B. So, go over eso. Sometimes don't see the point in numbers, so it feels more clear to separate with a comma. In American numbering, commas are meant to be put in very, very large numbers, numbers that are over 3 full digits, in groups of 3, so that it's easier to read. Like if you do 1 million, it's 1, comma, 000, comma, 000. And then for units smaller, or for partial units, then we use decimal points. So like if you wanted to say something was $2.69, you'd put $, 2, period, 69. Who dat over there? Unexplored. Explore me, daddy! Aha, 1A and 1B. That's 2. So let's find 1A. That's 3. Must be closer. There's 1A. Excellent. I'll just avoid the occlusion zone here. That's a tiny, tiny little moon there. I'm trying to slow down. What do you want? I'm gonna have to go around it. Because I'm going way, way, way too fast. And my ship is not slowing down. It's all Neridium's fault. I'm also still going too fast. Alright, so I'm gonna fly further away and then come back so that I can scan it proper. 7-second rule. I did! I wasn't... It took me a while to get the indicator for the planet. And by that time I was already going too fast. Most of the time it's chat's fault anyway.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Alright.
Orbital flight engaged.
No, I didn't want orbital flight. Fuck. Blah. Geological signal, big dig. Okay. What are we looking for again? What's it called? It's not geological signal. Whatever it is. All I'm seeing are geological signals. That's 1. Use full stops in big numbers for convenience and commas for decimals, but maybe that's a Scandinavian thing. Yeah, maybe. Deepwater Horizon. There's Stack. Alright, found Stack. And then we're gonna go to 1B for Jameson's crash site, since it's in the same vicinity. Nice. Yeah, I picked 69 on purpose. You can bet. You brought a backpack this time? Oh yeah. I always put things in a backpack when I can, especially if they're heavy. We use the same system, but something about seeing it in chat feels off to me. Huh. Alright. Maybe you're just a weirdo! Out exploring today, the Killer for Hire. We are still doing INRA sites. I take a very long time, but for those of you who have been around a while and you know my Monday streams are normally only 4 hours and I'm like, okay, I gotta run to work. Guess what? I don't work on Mondays anymore, so I can stick around longer. So we can get more done, do more things. Oh shit. I didn't wanna. Oh, I'm so far away. Fuck you. That's so far. I think I have to come out. Yeah, I gotta go out and come back. Dirties!
Charging.
Yeah, I did not mean to enter glide there. My bad! Of course, I was doing things so precisely and so beautifully this morning, and now I'm just like...
3, 2, 1, engage.
I'm just screwing up everything. Okay, there it is. So I'm gonna try to not go too far down. Really, really light gravity here. So I'm kind of gonna want to nosedive, I think. Or I'm not.
Flight assist off.
Alright, glide engaged. I'm gonna try to hold on to my glide as long as possible. No! Oh, you dickhole! Fuck it. Boosting. That's gonna take forever. Fuck's sake. Alright. Fuck this shit. I'm going out, all the way out, and then I'm gonna nosedive down into it. Had enough of this shit! What? My throttle is up. It's up, I promise you.
4, 3, 2.
La-dee-dee-da-ba-bum. I swear, I've been doing so good, and now I'm just failing hard. I've had beautiful landings, really like quick up and down, and this one is just... Woo! There goes all my focus. You can watch half an anime, or most of an anime episode in that time, because what, they're like 22 minutes?
Orbital flight engaged.
Okay, stop. What are you doing? Let me find where I'm trying to be. Don't orbital me. Okay, I see it. I'm gonna just fucking nosedive into it. I don't care. I don't care! Woo! And this is the way!
Hull integrity compromised. Flight assist off.
And I will boost! Because gravity is actually so light that I'm barely falling. It's 0.09, so I'm just gonna boost into it. I don't care. Getting so lucky exploring, found 8 undiscovered water worlds in 15 jumps? Cool. What sector are you in? I want to find something that's closer than Galactic Center to discover. So, like, if people who are hanging out in the bubble want to go see the place I found, they could do that. Hi, Chaz, how are ya? I'm even farther. No, I'm not. I'm 2 minutes out. What do you even mean? I'm doing alright. Doing my best. I'm having a good day, though. I'm having a lovely day with lovely people. We've been talking about Elite Dangerous and Star Trek, and we had a conversation about... Yeah, I see you down there. I see you. It should be more audio logs, is what we're doing. If you want to find them with me. You were 40 away last time? Was I? No, I was like super far away. Close to the center of Inner Scrotum Centaur Arm. That's what I like to call it. I'm very familiar with the Inner Scrotum Centaur Arm. Well, even if I'm a farther distance, it's not going to take me as long to get here. Cute outfit. Thanks, I'm a meerkat. How you doing, Scarlet? It's a pretty planet. Okay. I'm gonna start to pull back and even out. Slow down my descent. Do a burn! Yeah, see, now I'm steady on the drop. So I gotta force my ship to go down faster! Go faster! But not too fast. Okay. Looking good. My impatience is gonna be the death of me, it's fine. Like the literal death. The literal death, the literal death, da da ba. Boo 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 boo. Just gotta get over this edge here. In the arms of the canyons. Where am I? I gotta look down. Oh, hello. Okay. Shh, calm down, slow down there. Oh, come on. That I was not even going fast. You can eat my dick hole. Alright. I did it! It's filled with terraformables as well. Each system I jump to is worth at least 2 million credits. Oh, do you do like a full scan? Because I normally just go pew 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 pew. I just jump, jump, jump. About to make some edits to your cover letter that was suggested by someone. Very nice. Inner scrotum centaur arm me daddy sounds completely wrong. Sounds completely right to me. Yeah, no worries, man. It's a very bright planet. We finally have... Like, this is the most different looking planet we've been on in a while. We're gonna scan some logs, get some lore. I only scan high metal contents. Yeah, I don't even take the time to look at what I've scanned. If I'm doing a longer... or just ever, I just don't. 'Cause I'm lazy. And I don't explore for the credits, I just explore for the sake of going and jumping. Oh, data point. I see. My old nemesis, data points. I've gotten all of the other ones first try. So we'll see if I can,
I'm sorry, but I'm trying
Oh.
not to cry out your name when I'm alone. No, should've walked away when you told me to. I'm stuck on you. I'm stuck on you.
Hey, redeemed.
You walked away, said that it wasn't me, it's you. I'm trying to let go of
Not really worth it otherwise, since it'll be like a 50 body system and all ice bodies. I just more like the glory of putting my name on things. I thought I was gonna have to take a very long time to like try to find something that no one else had found. But as it turns out, oopsies, fuel scoop, or cargo scoop I mean. As it turns out, galaxy, quite large. So, not as hard as I thought. But I figured if I was going to Colonia, like I didn't think about jump ranges. Oh, that's different material. Like jump ranges and stuff, and how they're gonna be different for different ships, so naturally it'll plot you a different course. So you're likely to find stuff that other people haven't found. Mainly a combat player, but you like to go exploring from time to time? I'm a fan of the combat. I like combat. If we finish the Inra sites today, maybe I'll go switch to my ship. We'll see. We'll see what we get around to today. Okay, there's another link. I don't know how many we're meant to get in here. We'll take a look. Gotten 2 so far. We got some nice firmware and data banks. Alright. So I need 1 more. There's 4 logs total. Oopsies. How come I'm almost out of fuel though? Is it because I haven't been back to a station? Like, do I need to land to refuel my SRV or synthesize it? So I think you just explode and you lose everything if you are not careful. Oh, I'm terrible at getting the efficiency bonus. There's certain sizes that I'm real good at. What site is this? This is the Stacks site. The Stacks Inra site. Where's my ship? Over there. Alright, so maybe we'll take a pit stop to a station then. I haven't landed in a while either, so might as well just to be safe. Is that my ship? No. Which one's mine? Where's mine? Oh, it's over there. Whew. Oh shit, that's not what I meant. Oh god, what did I do? I was trying to put away the cargo scoop. See, I'm worried I'm gonna explode because I have no fuel. Welcome back, Camus. You can refuel it in modules menu. Can I refuel it off of... Oh, hi, Cyber Detective. And Mr. Farrell, hello, welcome. And Deft, hello as well. I'm sorry I didn't properly say hi. Hi! Can I fuel it, like, off of my ship's fuel? Does it use the same fuel? Here we go, here we go. Ba-doop, ba-doop, bow, bow, bow. If you don't get the efficient from that, then one more at the backside of the planet will land it. Yeah, I'd rather not synthesize it if I can avoid it. I don't keep a whole lot of materials on board. The ship only repairs the SRV, you mean? You need to be in the... Okay, hang on, sorry. You're speaking in multiple different lines here. Hang on. So, right, yeah, I'd rather not synthesize it if I don't have to. But there are some planets that are just smaller, and their efficiency is a tube probe, and those I usually fuck up. Iron and other things. Do not require cargo. Yeah, I mean, I don't ever seek out materials, so I'd rather keep them for like emergencies. But we can just stop at a... We can just dock somewhere. Looks like 1B has... this... That's where we're gonna go next. So if... Oi! Excuse me there. I mean, I could land on one of these, one of these other places. Again, even on this planet, if you go random with the SRV, you'll find the mats. I mean, I've picked up a few. But like I said, I could just land at a station and refuel. Or at a fleet carrier. I haven't landed at any stations in a while, so I might as well. Hercules is close. Docking access, has landing pads, no departure planned. They have trade. You got booped! Does that mean that they also... Are you on top of me? Excuse me, sir! Keep your Dorito body to yourself!
Landing gear retracted.
Easiest way is smash your ship into the ground, and when you explode, all your fuel goes into your SRV. Yeah, no thanks! I'd rather land somewhere. So if I land on this fleet carrier, for example, can I refuel the SRV on there? Because if not, I'm not gonna bother.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I'd rather keep it for emergencies than... Like, we're very close to civilization. There's no point in me not just landing somewhere proper. If it repairs and restocks, it refuels. Well, they said that they had trade available. The mats are very common. I don't know. I also want to sell my, I want to sell my data, which I don't think I can do here, but... I don't often land on a whole lot of planets. I don't even always have my SRV with me. I guess we'll see. Don't sell exploration data to carriers. I really don't care about, like, efficiency or pricing. I'm not in this for the credits, you know that.
Flight assist off.
Welcome, Commander. Thank you for visiting this carrier.
Welcome, but
Mission has been reviewed. The maximum acceptable range for requests is 7.5.
Alright.
Docking request accepted.
16. So which one is 16? The one on the left here, I'm assuming?
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah. I see it. Gonna do my best to do a nice soft landing here. so that they don't decide that I'm never allowed to dock here again. Need you to slow down, Shippy Poo. Why are you going fast? Damn it. Well, not fast. Now I'm impatient, but, you know. It does have repair and refuel. Perfect. And this is super close to where we want to go anyway. Alright. Cool. Yeah, this is just in case I happen to crash and die. Then I'll have at least sold my data, you know? I had a feeling I was gonna be off. Cause what is my luck today? Duty! It's duty, Lecta! It's actual shit! Go on, back up. Stop speeding up. Go slowly down. Forward. Come on, you can do this. Of course I miss it. Come on. Fuck you! I'm impatient now. Just do it. What's wrong with you? Just do it. There we are. Okay. Yay!
Oh, look!
Hurrah!
I love it!
Carrier services. Kamikaze Flow, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the court of the hype. Here is your meerkat welcome dance. Just wanted to explain how I appreciate it. And I know that you can synthesize stuff. I just prefer not to. Repairs complete. Ship integrity. Fix it. Paint job, don't care. Cargo hatch. SRV. So did refuel my my SRV as well? I guess it looks like I can't sell my data here anyway.
I love it!
Womp womp. See ya, Brady. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out. Have a wonderful day at work. We'll see you another time. Losing rep if you don't trade to stations. I don't care. Starhopper Dragon, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the court of the hype. Here is your meerkat welcome dance. Hi. Yes, I love my Diamondback. Yeah, I did do that. But the ship integrity doesn't... It's not the same as hitting it up here. Pew pew pew. Because like I hit repair from that screen. So we are going to 1B now, and we're gonna go to Jamieson's crash site, which I was told was on 1B. Great exploration ship. I'm en route back to occupied space in mine right now. Just 200 more jumps. I actually rather like... Oh, we didn't listen to those last logs. Before I go anywhere, let's listen to these logs. Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Pause! And if that's not where Jamieson's crash site is, someone else tell me. Tell me. But we're gonna listen to these logs we scanned at Stack.
Always the same results. I keep telling them, there's only so much we can do with the samples we've been given. We need a living specimen.
So complex molecular chains detected, bonds weakened by corrosive agent, unable to identify agent, structural analysis complete, organic material analyzed, possible contaminant identified, composition scan complete. We need a live specimen. Thanks, JP. Appreciate it.
Apparently, they listened to me. We've been asked to build some testing apparatus in a secure enclosure. I drew up a preliminary specification, but was told the enclosure needed to be more robust. These creatures must be tremendously strong.
This does not sound like a good plan.
The specimen arrived today. The security reports indicate that it made several escape attempts, the most recent of which resulting in a number of deaths. We must take every precaution. The specimen appears to be in poor physical health, but it's undoubtedly alive, and it will certainly serve our purposes.
Oh, poor baby. Poison blo- Hello. It flags, you can target and drop right on it. Yeah. Yes.
The specimen is highly resilient and seems to be able to withstand severe physical trauma, even to the point of losing limbs. I was reminded of pulling the legs of spiders as a child.
Oh.
Fortunately, testing on a non-human means no legal red tape to slow things down. Tomorrow we will begin experimenting with chemical and biological weapons. These creatures may be tough, but we will find their weakness.
I don't like this person. This is what we call a Schlorp fiend. Pending friend request. Who dis? Killer Squirrel. Would you like to be added to the private group session? That's what we play in typically. You're more than welcome to. Just let me know. I'm going to go on a very, very brief break to... Oh, I'm drinking enough water. To drink some water, refill the water, do a little stretch. I will play some music, and when I return, we've got a lot more Elite Dangerous, more INRA sites, but first, Jameson's crash site. We're going to find a lot of really cool lore and stuff and hang out and touch butts. So stick around.